Alright guys, for my family history story, I'm going to tell you guys about how my parents immigrated to America, but they met here, so they came like separately. So first off, both my parents, or like basically everybody in Cambodia was trying to immigrate because the Khmer Rouge was happening, which was this communist party that created the Cambodian genocide. So they're killing everybody who's really innocent there. So everybody was trying to flee, so they wouldn't die. So first, my mom's side was basically just trying to get out of Cambodia somehow. So they were walking for a long time, like miles and miles. And then eventually my mom she's like a teenager, maybe more like low teenager, being a little brat, decides to start like trying to kill herself by just jumping on the ground, just like basically just falling on the ground. And my grandma just like hits her, was like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? Because we're trying to leave Cambodia, trying to live, and you're out here just trying to kill yourself on the ground. Like, what the heck?" But from there, they were then rescued by these soldiers, and then brought them to a refugee camp. But from there, my grandma was pregnant with my uncle. So then, right as they got there, they had to separate the family basically. So my grandma went into a more like protected area where like they made sure that she was like fed and had water so that it would have like a good birth. But then they left my uncle, my aunt, and my mom just kind of alone in the refugee camp. So they had to like basically make a house by themselves when they're all basically like kids. So then from there, my uncle was born in the refugee camp and finally met up again with my grandma. But basically the way they had food was they basically gave shipments to all the refugees, but each person got only like a little portion, so people were still hungry in the refugee camp. But eventually my great aunt and my great uncle were sponsored to go to the US, and then from there they sponsored the rest of my mom's side of the family to get there, and they came to Washington. But on my dad's side, it was a little more morbid, I guess, because from there, when he saw the Khmer Rouge coming, he and his brother ran off and were kind of separated from his first like family, and then eventually he saw his brother get killed in a field, and then from there was never able to find his family, and now he still assumes that they're dead. So basically that's it. But then eventually he was sponsored by this Mormon family to come to Washington, and then he was able to link up with my grandma, and then from there my mom and my dad were married. That's it.
Whoa.
Oh no.
What is this?
I was like wondering if it like needed to feedback on it or not. Shit.
Bro, I'm telling you, just got an iPhone this. Galaxy.
You could do it on my Surface if you wanted to.
Is it still going?
Like it's like, is there a button on there? Maybe